Hey guys, it's Dana and it's Tuesday, so it's time to talk about money. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 30 frugal hacks. Okay, so this is your year. This is your year to get out of debt, to save money, to just live more frugally. And I like to think of myself as a frugal person. I think of frugal as a positive term, not a negative one. Hopefully you do as well. But basically, it's a way to help you to get more control of your finances, to save money, and stop spending so much, have a smaller footprint on the planet. Okay? All right, so you know how I like to get right into things, so let's get started. Number one, to live more frugally, and this is in no particular order, is to use up your products to the very last drop. If you like beauty channels here on YouTube, then you might have seen some of the empties, those videos where they talk about the things that they've used all the way up until the bottle is empty. So we take that quite literally, empties, and we use up our bottles, our products, our shampoos, soaps. I even put a little water in the bottom of the bottle to mix it up so that we get every last drop out of it before we use it, and it has saved us a lot of money. Second is to work from home if you can. I work from home 1 or 2 days a week for my job. I'm very fortunate to have that opportunity to do that, and it helps to save us money in gas. So I'm not driving as much, and when we do drive, if you can't work from home, then at least try to plan out your trips in the car. Be very thoughtful about it. Don't just drive around, or you go out and you come home, oh, I forgot to go get that, now I got to go back out again, because it will cost you more money in gas. So try to minimize the amount of trips you take, or carpool with people if you can when you go to work. That's another fantastic way to cut back on your gas money. Number 3 is to go to the library. Go to the library for books, or use a library app on your phone. That's what I do for audiobooks, and that way I can read a ton of books for free. I don't have to buy the books. I can just borrow them from the library. Our kids borrow a ton of books from the library. They're really into that Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, and they've read every single book in the series. You read it at night, every night, and they borrow it. They take it out of the library at their school. But you can also utilize the library for activities. There's a lot of great programs, especially over the summer at our library. So the kids go and they have gaming and stuff that they have all kinds of good things, puppet shows, stuff at the library. There was a magician at our library, so you can go and have free fun. That's not a bad thing. You can shop at the Dollar Tree. Okay, the Dollar Tree is a big deal. Again, on YouTube, if you're into watching YouTubers, then you've probably seen a lot of people with their Dollar Tree hauls. And the Dollar Tree has been going strong for years and years and years. And you really can get some great things at the Dollar Tree, especially around birthdays. That's where we go to get all of our birthday decorations, plates for parties. It's great. If you haven't shopped the Dollar Tree, you're really missing out. So give it a try. Utilize reusable products. For feminine products, I have always used, or not always, when I was a teenager, not so much, but now as an adult woman, I use reusable feminine products. So this is cloth pads, those Diva cups you can get. They work great. They work fine. No problems. And I love them, and I never ever have to buy disposable products. And so I highly suggest it. Also, cloth wipes for your babies, cloth diapers. If you've been watching me long enough, you know I have over 85 video tutorials on how to cloth diaper your baby. We cloth diapered our twins, and it's a fantastic thing to get into, especially if you're just starting out your family. You can reuse the same cloth diapers for future children, and you only have to build your cloth diaper stash one time. And then that's it. You can use those diapers over and over and over again. It has saved us thousands of dollars to cloth diaper, and also to use cloth feminine products. Also in our kitchen, we use cloth hand towels instead of paper towels. So unpaper towels, right? Don't buy disposable paper towels, because it's going to cost you a lot of money. Napkins and towels, for paper towels, you can just use cloth hand towels, and then you just wash them, use them again. You can get bright colors, make it fun. We fold them up and we put them in a basket in our kitchen, and we've been doing that for years and years and years and years, and it's been fine. Obviously, live below your means, okay? Right? Live below your means. Spend less than you make. If you want to be considered a frugal person, this is sort of a duh, right? Live below your means. Don't spend as much as you make. And then have an emergency fund, okay? It's not a matter of if you're going to have an emergency situation, it's a matter of when. So eventually something's going to happen unexpected. So you have to set aside some money in order to be prepared for that emergency, because it will help you probably to make a better decision. So if something in your car goes out, you blow a tire, and you need to replace that tire, and it's unexpected, you're going to need to have some money on the side to pay for that tire. But probably if you're not stressed out and you have the money, you most likely will comparison shop. Compare different places and how much they're going to charge you for tires. Can you get the best tire? You can think more logically and calmly about the purchase of that item that you need to make if you're not stressed out about money, and it will help you to be making a more affordable decision. Okay, it's true. If you don't have the money, you're just using a credit card, or if you don't have that emergency fund set aside, most likely you will spend more money on the item because you're just stressed out and you just go with the first place you go to. I don't know why that works that way, but it does, at least from personal experience. That's how it works. The more money we have in the bank, if we have an emergency fund, we actually spend less money and make better choices on the purchases that we do make and spend less money. Cook at home. Don't eat in restaurants, obviously. You're not being frugal if you're eating out constantly for all of your meals. And if you are cooking at home, then if you can if you can prepare foods in bulk or do freezer meals, that's going to save you even more money. The more things you can make from scratch, the cheaper it's going to be. I love rice. I love beans. Really, I do. And I also eat a plant-based diet, which helps to lower our food budget because we're not buying as many meats. And so cook at home. Don't eat out. It's going to save you money and probably be healthier, because people who eat out in restaurants a lot, sometimes those kitchens are dirty. I don't know what those people are doing, but you can really get foodborne illnesses much more easier if you're eating out more often, and it's just not good for your health. So along those same lines is to stay home. So my husband and I are natural homebodies, and so that really helps us because we like to be home, but we don't go out as often, as much. Honestly, and this is kind of like me being paranoid, but when we go out and there's a lot of crowds, just because the state of the world, the way it's been the past few years, I feel nervous. Not that that's going to stop us from doing things we want to do. I try not to let that rule my life, but I feel like I just enjoy being home. We find things to do at home that are free, like playing games, watching movies together. We take walks, and it saves us so much money that we're not out all the time, with entertainment. And I feel safer because in really large crowds, I do think about shootings and things. So, anyway, so speaking of that, try to redefine your sense of entertainment, right? So if you are used to going out and going to concerts, plays, restaurants, anytime you want to do something fun, you think, oh, let's go shopping. I love going shopping. It's so fun to go to the mall or wherever you go. Then you have to try to retrain yourself, redefine what you think of, what comes to mind when you think I'm going to have fun with friends or fun with my partner, right? Like, try to think of different things that you can do. And honestly, it doesn't take too long, and you can, because humans are adaptable. You can create new habits for yourself. Sort of like, if you're a smoker and you're trying to quit smoking, and if you keep going to the same restaurants and hangout places and hang out with the same people that you always did while you were smoking, it makes it really, really difficult to quit smoking. So they suggest you try to form new things that you like to do that doesn't involve smoking, right? So you can kind of retrain yourself with money too. What are some new things you can do that doesn't involve spending money that you really actually enjoy? And then you might actually find that when you think, oh, I want to have some fun, I want to relax, so I'm going to go do this, and it's free because you've been doing it long enough. In the beginning, you might feel like you still want to go shopping, but over time, you'll retrain yourself, redefine your sense of fun. into something that's more affordable. So frugal people find hobbies that are productive. So crocheting might be one of them, because then you learn how to crochet and that can be a hobby. And which I did learn in college with a friend, how to learn how to crochet. And then I was able to, I can make Afghans if I want for us to use, blankets in the house. It's very cold in Pennsylvania right now. Or I can give them out as gifts, which gives me an affordable way to create a gift for someone. I can make scarves. There might be something else. Gardening. If you want to get into gardening, that's fun. You can, not only will you be, being outside, outdoors, it's, healthy, enjoyable, you're having fun doing it. You can be maybe growing food for your family, so that you can lower your grocery store spending if you're growing your own food, right? So that's a win-win situation. So frugal people then go onto YouTube and they watch how-to videos, how to do stuff. You can learn on YouTube how to do anything, really anything you want to learn how to do. You can YouTube it. I was trying to teach myself how to play piano off of YouTube videos. I was doing pretty good a couple years there, but then I stopped. But you can learn how to do stuff by watching free YouTube videos. All you need is an internet connection, which most of us have on our phones or, on a computer, and you can learn how to do stuff without having to pay someone to teach you. All right, so frugal people save all their money, save their change, save their pennies, okay? Because I think it's interesting how people, when they get change back at a store, if they're paying with cash, they don't keep their change. They sometimes put it in the trash, or I find change on the ground and I pick it up. And if you save all that change in a jar, you can take it to a coin star or a coin machine at your grocery store or the bank, and you'd be surprised how much that change can add up to be. Like, that's actual money. All right, so fixing things, right? You got to fix things as best as you can. So instead of just replacing stuff, we use things sort of like the products, that we use, the shampoo bottles, as until the very end. So this is appliances. We try to fix it, just like with your car. You got to try to fix it. A lot of times the hassle factor is enough to prompt people to just buy something new. Right? Our oven wasn't working. It just stopped working in the oven. And it was annoying. It was annoying to have to YouTube it to figure out how to replace the heating element inside the oven. But my husband and I did, and he was able to he found that he could purchase the heating element online on Amazon or some appliance parts place for $12. So we ordered the heating element, then we watched the YouTube video and we replaced it in our oven. And so that was $12 and some time and some hassle, granted, to replace the heating element, but then the oven works. So we didn't have to replace the entire oven. We just were able to fix it. So you have to try to fix things as best you can, right? To really give it an effort before you just immediately go to replace it, because it will be more affordable to fix it than to replace it almost every time. And so since we just were talking about cars, frugal people drive the same car for a long time without a car payment, right? So frugal people pay for cars with cash, which is what we do, and then drive those cars all the way till the end, okay? So if it's functioning, then you drive it. Just because it has a high mileage, or just because, it's been 5 years, you finally paid off, I've paid off the car, this is what a lot of people do and what we used to do. We have a car payment, and then 5 years are up, we paid off the car. Yay, now it's time to trade it in and get a new car because our car payment's up. But really, why? That car is still functioning perfectly fine. And so if you want to be able to invest that car payment money and build wealth or save money or get out of debt, then the best thing to do is to drive the same car as long as you can and try to fix it as long as you can, at least until the repair costs more than the value. Then you probably would have to, sell the car and then trade up in car. Not a lot if you're trying to get out of debt, but you get what I'm saying. You get me. Okay, so we live in a 1,400 square foot house, and we have 6 of us in our family, and the kids share bedrooms. I shared a bedroom growing up. I shared with my sister, and her and I are really close, and I almost feel like we're closer because we shared a bedroom. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. In America, though, a lot of people buy these enormous houses with huge mortgage payments. And that's going to make it really hard to build wealth or to do other things, save money, get out of debt. So living in a smaller home, our kids like to watch the Tiny House Hunter show on HGTV or the luxury tiny homes or whatever. But these are houses that are like 200 square feet, which is too small for us. But these are really small homes. And it's interesting to watch to see how people really, they can live in smaller spaces. And so if you try to switch your mindset and just think like which is minimalism, right? So if this is another great thing. So if you try to switch your mindset, which I've said in previous videos many times before, to living more of a minimalist life where you make it as if that's your goal to cut back on stuff, get rid of things, even if you're not a minimalist, right? This is retraining yourself. Try to get rid of some stuff and try to downsize your home wherever you're renting, where you live. Try to downsize, make it smaller, and just do it on purpose, as if intentionally that's what you want to do. It will save you money because your utility bills will be less, your rent or your mortgage payment will be less, and you'll have more money for other things. And really, are you using all that space in your home that you're living? And is it really necessary to have all that stuff? Does it bring you joy? So it's definitely something to think on, to live in a smaller home, smaller property, less grass to mow. It'll give you more time back in your life to do other things that maybe have more value to you. Okay, and so buying, right? You want to buy used cars, unless you have a really high net worth. I don't see the value in buying a brand new car because the value of that car is going to drop significantly just the minute you drive it off the lot. So we buy used cars at least 2 years old, then somebody else then has taken that hit in the value. So I think that's just a smart thing to do. Let someone else take the hit in the value, and then you buy it at least 2 years old. Buy used cars. We buy used, a lot of things used. We buy clothes used, furniture used. I love Goodwill. I just think it's fantastic. We have a really awesome Goodwill near us where they have amazing, so many clothes there are like brand name with tags still on them. So I feel really lucky in that sense, is that we can wear clothes that look, perfectly fine. And they're just like $2 for a shirt. It's just amazing prices. So that saves us so much money, especially because we have 4 kids who are growing. Shoes, I don't buy shoes used though. We buy new shoes because those I think are important. Anyway, that's something else. Okay. So moving on. Pack your lunch, right? So pack your kids' lunch for school, pack your lunch for work. Don't buy out. I have coworkers every single day. I see them walking over to the cafeteria and they buy. All of that money really adds up. And so I just think it's, again, healthier and so much more affordable just to pack your lunch. And that's what we do. Frugal people plan and make goals, okay? You have to plan ahead so you know where you're going. Goals are so important, I think, just from a personal standpoint, to have something that you're striving towards. I think it kind of helps you become a better person. And goals are something that you have an actual idea of how to get there, and it's not just a wish or a dream. It's something that you have, written down on paper. You remind yourself of it very often throughout the year. You talk about it with people. You say, this is what we're going to do, whatever that is. We're going to save money for this. And then you actually take steps to get there. So I think that's just an important thing in life to do, is to have a plan. I always tell the kids, I say, one of the most important things in life to have a successful life? And it is to have a plan and avoid debt and, follow God. So those are the things that are really important. So have some goals. All right. So you have to budget, right? What is a budget? A budget is a plan. That's basically it. All right. And you need a budget every single month, a new budget. Every month you have to create a new one, a unique budget where you put at the top of the paper or the top of your spreadsheet or the top of whatever you're using, how much money you expect to be getting in that month, and then how much money you're going to be paying out to bills, to your savings account, to whatever. So then at the bottom of your sheet, there'll be a big fat 0, so that every single dollar, it knows where it's going. You have a plan for it. And That's going to keep you on track. Okay. Do a budget. Camp out. All right. Go camping. Frugal people go camping. So I've been trying to do this 4 years now in a row now. We do it over the summer. In the beginning, I don't like camping. Okay. I didn't grow up camping, but it's a fantastic way to save money if you can do it. It's like a fraction of the cost, $20 a night, right? So give it a try. I suggest doing it for 1 night or 2 nights at a local campsite, state park. That way you can sort of figure out what kind of supplies you need, what kind of gear, how you like it. You're not doing it far. That way you can head home if you are having a really bad night. So, when we started out, we went to a place that was 45 minutes from our house. That way I figured we could get home at night if we had to. Frugal people don't smoke or drink a lot of alcohol. All those cigarette packs, they're expensive, right? And alcohol can be expensive. So try to cut back on your vices. It'll save you some money. Try to cancel or limit your subscriptions, okay? Whether this is Netflix, you could have newspaper, magazine subscriptions. You might get those boxes where they send you boxes of products in the mail. I think sometimes people sign up for these subscriptions and then it's just like on autopilot and then they're getting them and they're not using them anymore. But it's just, again, it's too much of a hassle for people to go and figure out how to cancel it. I had some subscription to Amazon Kids. Amazon Free Time. The kids had a subscription to Amazon Free Time and I couldn't figure out how to cancel it. So every month we were getting charged this subscription, or every year so finally I had to take the time, sit down to go in and figure out how to cancel it. So just check your subscriptions and see if there's something that you can cancel. And then speaking of canceling, cutting cable is a good idea if you still have cable. I don't know. Does anybody still have cable? I don't know. But you can get one of those antennas and you can hook it up and just get the free antennas. And then if you have, we have a Roku that was like $10 or something. And then, there's ways to get TV now, YouTube, that you don't need to be paying for cable. Cutting your own hair. I need a haircut, but I've been cutting the kids' hair. I learned on YouTube. And I've been cutting the boys' hair. I even cut the girls' hair sometimes. But you can go to a haircut school if you want to, and they'll give you cheaper rates. So that's a great idea. If you can look for a school nearby, you can go and get it done there, and that's going to save you money. Hang dry your clothes. Our dryer has broken several times. Speaking of fixing appliances earlier, but we hang dry clothes, and we've done it because the dryer broke, and then also just to do it, I used to hang dry all the cloth diapers. That'll save you a lot of money on your electric bill, so you're not running your dryer all the time. And then in the winter months too, it helps your air in your house to be moisture. Is that the right word? So you don't have to have humidifiers running. It'll help keep you healthier if your clothes are hang drying in the house in the winter. And it makes me feel like I'm European, which kind of makes me feel cool when I do it because supposedly I've never lived in Europe, but everybody there, most people, not everybody. So pretend you're European and hang dry your clothes. All right. And then, drink water, right? Better for your body anyway. Water is free. Or cheaper if you have a filter that you buy to, filter the water. But water, just water it up. Stop buying sodas, drinks. My husband used to drink like a ton of iced tea and all this stuff. I mean, it's just so expensive. All right, so and if you want to have iced tea, just buy the tea bags and make it at home. Right, try to minimize how much you're spending on drinks because you got to remember there is water available. We're lucky to have water so readily available. And so try drinking more water than you are now. Make it a challenge. It's also because it's healthier too. Okay? All right, you guys. So what are your frugal hacks? What are your frugal tips? Leave them down below in the comments. And like I said, make this your year to try to save money, get out of debt, live below your means, okay? And partially to do that is to live more frugally. All right? So thrifty, frugal, they're all positive terms, not negative. You don't have to be living without, okay? I don't feel as if I am bereft of things in my life, and the kids don't feel that way. It's not like we're, living this militant life and, making the kids like live without stuff. Like we enjoy our lives. You can still have a life of abundance and be living frugally. All right. Like I said before, you just have to redefine what abundance means to you. Okay. It doesn't have to mean a bunch of stuff or spending a lot of money on things. Okay. All right, so if it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe. I'm here every single Tuesday talking all about money. We're a family of 6 living in the Philadelphia area, and I work full time outside the home in finance, but I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing it. So I keep doing it. It's been years now, 7 years. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next week. And be sure to check out my blog if you haven't. I'm trying really hard to post more often. I have a new goal for this year. Every year I feel like I have this goal. I have a new goal this year to post once a week on my blog. So I'm trying to stick to that. So it's just check it out, debtfreedana.com. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.